goes back when it's working, yes?
Yes, that's correct.
Hello everyone. Hello. Very nice to have been asked to speak at this event. I was a little bit, what am I going to speak about? I'm just a hairdresser, what do I know? We do that a lot to ourselves, don't we? So I thought, well, what I'll do is I'll talk about judgment. Because we judge ourselves, we judge other people. It's been touched on by one of our previous speakers, two of our previous speakers. We judge other people, how we're really mean to other women. We're not really nice, are we? Here, is it? That's probably me. So I've got a little thing that I want everyone to do, just quickly. You know that it takes 7 seconds to judge someone, to make that first impression, isn't it? Yes. And you will notice the irony of my bloke stuff box. Actually, my son's. He's let me have his pens specifically for this. I do need a glamorous assistant. Would anybody be willing to be my glamorous assistant? You would be my fabulous. Thank you. Just grab a pen. I think I've got enough. If you don't have enough of these on your table, please let me know. There should be one for everyone. But I'd like you to just have a look at the words that are on here. If there are any spare, let me know in case there's something else around the room. Got a couple more. Has everyone got a piece of paper? Has everybody got access to a pen? Okay? How are we doing? Okay, so you've got 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So as many things on that piece of paper that you think apply to me. If you know me, I hope you're going to do quite well at this. You might find out something you didn't know. A lot of you have never met me before, probably never seen me before, although I'm rather hard to miss. How are we doing? As many as you want. You can do 3, you can fill the whole sheet, you can write it right below. Okay. So, how many people have got blank spaces? So, how many people have circled shy? Okay. I'm glad you circled that because you're my friend, so you should know. Yes, I am very shy. I probably don't really come across as being very shy, but this is how we get over being shy. We are big, we are vivacious, we are loud. Brave. Who circled brave? Yeah, I'm brave. I have walked on hot coals to raise money for charity, which is a massive anticlimax, by the way, so if you want to do it, go for it. It's not scary at all. It's actually not hot. It's done. I can be really assertive when I need to be. I can take control of the room if I have to. So, who circled intelligent? Who didn't circle intelligent? Who didn't circle intelligent? Okay. Well, I am quite intelligent. I have many qualifications. I take on any qualification going if I think it's quite interesting. I've got them within a standard academic role, and I've got them outside. I have interest in breastfeeding. I am a baby-wearing consultant, so I can teach people how to hold their babies with slings, wraps, carriers, things that we've all forgotten how to do because we're cool and we put them in crowns now. But actually babies don't like that. They want to be cuddled. Silly. Anybody circle silly?
I'll do that for you.
I'm a bit silly. I'm not very good at taking pictures because I have to go, which drives my mum insane. You know, oh, I can't get a nice picture of you. Sorry. Let's go with creative. Do you think I'm creative?
Yes.
Yeah. Pretty obvious. Well, I hope so. Anyway, impulsive. Yes. Very impulsive. Lorna rang me, she said, do you want to do this speech? And I went, yeah! And said, go away now before I change my mind. Victim. No? Okay. True, not anymore, but I have been. I've been a victim. I was bullied at school quite relentlessly for a few years because I was different. A bit weird. But I've learned now that actually it's quite cool to be a bit weird, and the friends that I've got love me because I'm a bit weird. Yeah? Yeah? Yes, they do. Bully. Anybody put bully? I've also been a bully, because when you've been bullied for a long time, you've been knocked down and down and down, and suddenly you find an opportunity to go, ah, you're not as good as me. Sometimes you take that. And it's not the right choice, and I'm not proud of that, but I've done it. And sometimes there's a little bit of me that occasionally goes, I could be really mean right now. I could take you down, I could do this, and you would feel really tiny, and I would feel big. But I wouldn't feel big for very long. And I'd feel much smaller afterwards. So I don't do that anymore. Anything else on there? Someone tell me one that you didn't tackle. Hand up, anyone? Scary? Ooh, no, I'm very scary. I've got a little boy. I can be very scary if I need to be.
I put happy and fun.
Happy? Yes.
I've got fun.
I got you as wild.
Yes, definitely wild.
Then I've been in your household.
Yes. Yes, you know me works with me, definitely wild. Emma has had the great pleasure of me having far too many drinks and doing in the car karaoke all the way home.
Did you want me to play the sound file?
I'll do the mic drop and you can play it as I walk away. Anything else? Anyone who didn't do boring? Anyone not circle boring? Anyone not circle it? Not circle boring? Yeah, no, I can be really boring. If I get excited about a certain subject, and you know, my husband's going, yeah.
My husband says I'm boring.
You know, if you get excited about something, not everyone's always excited about that same something. So it's always good to acknowledge that maybe it can be a bit boring at times. Did anybody circle sad? Nobody circled sad. My beautiful friend knows that I am terribly sad at the moment. My little boy is awaiting a possible autism diagnosis. He physically attacks me quite frequently when he gets upset. He can be really hard to control, and he generally on a day-to-day basis isn't happy himself. And as a mother, what do we want for our kids? We want them to be happy. So my heart breaks every day when I think he's not had a good day today. I take antidepressants and anti-anxiety medication to try and deal with some of the emotions, and I'm starting to do some therapy as well. So the moral of this little quiz, you can't judge a book by its cover. I am everything on this list, and I am much more than that as well. So that's just a brief little intro to who I am. So, judgment. As humans, we deal with judgment on a daily basis. The dictionary definition of judgment is the ability to make considered decisions or come to sensible conclusions. hand out on a daily basis is more often based on an instant emotional response, and so often is incorrect upon later scrutiny, as we've just found out. Don't judge a book by its cover. Second time I'll say it, I say it all the time. I am personally very guilty of judging a book by its cover, as the next speaker, Emma, who's a very good friend of mine, she knows, I pick books because they're pretty. I pick books because they have my name in the title. Whoa, this has to be good. She's very good at reading these books for me and telling me that actually they're rubbish and I shouldn't have picked those books. So I don't have to read them because my brain doesn't read very well. So I have Kindle now, it's going really well. So yeah, good. It's good to have friends who will read books for you and tell you how that goes. Judgment I have personally experienced is interesting, it's varied. A lot of people look me up and down. For some reason they seem to focus on my hair. Don't know why they do that. Yes, so some people think I'm strange, they think I'm self-obsessed, they think I'm a bit scary. I'm not everyone's cup of tea, that's fine. We're not all everyone's cup of tea. What is it? If you're everyone's cup of tea, you'd be a mug. I love that. It stays with me. Yes, I can be loud, I can be very annoying, a bit weird, but I am also hilarious. I am a devoted friend, devoted wife, a really, really loving mother, and sometimes I can do intelligent conversation if you need it. As a business person, I am judged for my career choices. Hairdressers, we're all bimbos, right? I used to attend breakfast network meetings where you would get a one-to-one with another business person. And one particular morning, a solicitor, who was a man, 40, 50 maybe, we had a one-to-one booked. Straight away, he decided he wasn't going to talk to me. I was obviously not worth his time. So he was playing about on his phone and talking to people on the next table. Who do you think missed out more from that? Yeah. I think so. As a hairdresser, I'm judged for my style and for my age. Clearly, I'm far too young to be good at what I do, and all I can possibly do is wild colours. I can't possibly do anything normal, God forbid. Actually, it's not me you need to look out for, it's the people that do my hair. As a mother, the list is long. We all know that we judge mothers very harshly. I breastfed my son till he was 4. I still occasionally carry him in a sling, and he's now 5. We did baby-led weaning, and we did baby-led potty training. I try to work with my son and parent him gently without a typical rewards and sanctions method. So I must be a hippie, and I must be a lactivist, right? When I knew something was wrong with my son at about 7 weeks old, I was repeatedly asked, "Is this your first baby?" by the GPs and the health visitors. He had a cow's milk allergy and a soya allergy, so I knew what was going on. And they decided that I didn't, because it was my first baby. I wasn't coping with my son's behaviour. I was being told to try different things, which clearly put the blame upon me as the parent, and now he is on the autism assessment waiting list. I was right. I was judged wrongly. We need to listen to people, especially to women, understand where they're coming from and don't make assumptions. And this is my husband's favourite saying. When you assume, all you do is make an ass of you and me. I was and I'm still incredibly lucky to have a supportive family and friendship circle. I was raised by feminist parents, my dad, as much as my mum, driving me to do what makes me happy, even managing to not go completely mad when I coloured my hair luminous orange in secondary school. The school was another story. My brother and I were always allowed and encouraged to express ourselves, to not give up easily, but we also weren't pressured to continue to do things that didn't bring us joy. This doesn't mean that I don't feel judged by other people, and it definitely doesn't mean that I don't judge myself or others. Self-evaluation is important. As a human, is louder than your encouraging voice, then something needs to change. Don't ask, how do I look? Ask, how do I feel? Instead of, what will they think? Try, will it make me happy? You need to reframe your thoughts. I've actually been calling myself out a lot recently. I realise when I walk around town, when I'm watching TV, or sometimes you get a glimpse of a magazine over a client's shoulder, I'm judging people. And unfortunately, my instant response is often negative. So I'm working on that too. That woman who looks haggard without makeup, she's got bad hair, maybe she's been up all night with a poorly newborn. That old man at the checkout who's taking way too long to get through and won't stop talking to the cashier. Maybe he's not spoken to anyone since the last time he was at that same checkout. The idiot who overtook me way too fast in his BMW, maybe he got a call from someone that he loves that needs help. Maybe he's just a dick, we'll never know. The person who returned my lost handbag to the customer service desk at Tesco's 2 days before Christmas, but they had taken the £300 out of my purse in tips that I'd been saving. Maybe they spent that money on their children who might not have had Christmas presents otherwise. Maybe they spent it on vodka and cigarettes. Reframing has helped me, and it can certainly help you anymore. Most days I encounter people's judgment of themselves. In the salon, I work with women, and I obviously do the hair of a lot of women, and we have this chat. Everybody knows that counsellors are hairdressers are pretty much counsellors. Unqualified counsellors, wreaking havoc. The things I hear on loop are, I can't have it too long now because I'm so many years old. I couldn't have it like that, I'm too fat, too thin, too wrinkly, too grey. And the one that really winds me up. My husband doesn't like my hair short, blonde, too light, too dark. Sorry, whose hair is it? I often get, oh, if I was as brave as you, I'd have my hair like that. But why aren't we brave enough to look how we want to look? Who gets to decide how we should look? Who determines the fashion we wear, the way we have our hair, the way we style our homes, and the way we interact with the people around us? The world is controlled by they, by them. But we don't know who they are. There's just these people that make the magazines. Why do we care what they think? Why do we worry that people will think badly of us if we are outside how we feel on the inside? Who is our worst critic? Is it the people around us, or is it ourselves? What would happen if you could turn off that little voice that says, you can't, you shouldn't, you have to fit in? And my goodness, wouldn't it be boring if we were all the same? So I will finish with the wonderful words of Dr. Seuss. Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. Of introducing my wonderful friend Emma, who is an author of 2 great books with another one in the pipeline. She's fabulous. She picks me up when I'm having a wobbly day. We message each other frantically about how horrible our children are and how annoying our husbands are. She is a really amazing friend, and she's an amazing woman. So, Emma.